Justice League.
Good day, folks. Good day, folks. Good day, folks. This your boy Cayman from the Cigar Tools. I'm right here with my man Vinny at Social Cigar Lounge. Once again, we're here today. We're here to talk about Black Lives Matter as well as black businesses that matter. Everyone in here on this live panel today that will be recorded, will be showed at a later time, is here to talk about their business, their factors, how it matters to them, and what they want to do and plan to do to be part of the movement. Today, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, let them introduce their businesses, tell you a little bit about them, get you familiar with who they are. And we're going to start right here on the left, ladies first. And I'll let Jayla introduce herself, and you can go.
Hi, I'm Jeracia Smith. I'm the owner of Au Natural. I produce natural products. They are holistic, of origin. A lot of them are organic, and some of them are vegan. I do soaps. I started to do lotions and some detergents as well. There's a lot of products that are out there, but not a lot of them are done by black people. And I'm going to bring that forward in my new business that I just started just in June.
Okay. Let's step over here to the red.
Bishop R.Q. Ray. I passed alongside Pastor Curtis A. Roberts Jr., the Emmanuel United Baptist Church. We're located 2300 Ricestown Road there in the Greater Mondawmin community. We are a community-based church that we literally drive and thrive off of community outreach as well as assisting those that are in need.
Okay.
All right, my name is Dane, Pate, owner of Puffin Cigar Teas. Actually, this month, June 24th, will be the 3rd year anniversary of since I launched the brand. I have T-shirts, hoodies, hats, different apparel. My goal is just to kind of keep this movement going through the cigar world. So check me out, PuffinCigarTees.com. Grab a shirt. This month or this weekend, we're having a Fall Day sale. So check me out.
I need my Father's Day gift.
Oh, no doubt.
Y'all already know who V is, and just in case you don't know, this my man right here. This my guy. This my ace. Listen, man, it's a lot of history between me and this guy right here, as well as the man behind the camera. And you probably say, wow, he keep doing shows at Vinny's shop. Damn right. Damn right. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at doing what I'm doing with some of the things and the people that I'm doing it with. So big salute out to you again. Always my man. And I'm going to let him tell you who he is again, just in case you don't know.
My name is Vince Bagley. I'm the owner of Social Cigar. Just want to thank everybody for being here today. Like I said, like my man said, you know, we're good friends. We grew up together. We went to school together. And we're pushing hard on this Black Lives Matter thing. And we want to be a part of this. It's time for a change, and that's what we're here for. We want people to start supporting black-owned businesses. And we need to come together as one. It's the only, we all we got.
We all we got.
We all we got.
We all we got.
Really.
No doubt.
So today we're going to be smoking on a Partagas 1845. Show them sticks, y'all. Show them sticks. Partagas 1845 Epic Cure. Epic Cure. Now, small stick, but it's supposed to be full in flavor of Au Natural. So we're going to see. Little spotty wrapper. Wrapper is not rolled super tight. Nice little firmness, but it's a spotty wrapper. Now, one thing about spotty wrappers, from what I understand and what I have learned and what I was told, is that the spottier wrappers are those that have been drying long enough to enhance.
Okay.
Just to enhance. So you see those oils pop back to the top. That's the spots.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? So if I'm wrong, you can correct me.
No, you've been doing your homework.
All right.
It's nice to know.
So we like to get something off each show. So we're going to get the light in these, y'all. And we're going to talk about this. So y'all know what we smoking on. We're going to jump into this thing, man. And we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it real heavy. For all y'all out there, I need y'all to do me one big favor right now. I need y'all to jump down. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And at the end of the show, by the end of the show, whatever you feel you need to say, leave that comment. Leave that comment. We appreciate it. Regardless, we appreciate it. Thank all of y'all for watching. We're here today, right here at Social Cigar again, and we're about to get it popping. So, black businesses matter. Black businesses matter to me. Black businesses matter to y'all. I'm quite sure all of y'all out there who have businesses that are black businesses matter. Let's talk about that for a second. So, Jay, we're going to start with you, right? You have your business. Your business is fluent within the areas or the communities or the places you be with people you be around. Has this part of what we're dealing with, meaning citywide, statewide, countrywide, worldwide, this global thing that's going on right now, this movement, has it been affecting your business in any kind of way? Has it helped your businesses in any kind of way? And on top of that, what would you like to see come from it now that we're going through it the way we're going through it? Because we're pushing right now. We're pushing, right? Everybody's pushing in the same direction. We got attention to everybody. What do we do next? And how did that happen with you?
So this did affect my business in a big way because I'm the person that will go out to the different festivals, craft shows,
Okay.
also the farmers markets, and a lot of that was taken away because of the social distancing, and it's non-essential. So even though my product was essential, the way I was promoting and selling my product, that all shut down within a matter of like days. So while I'm
Okay.
in the process of making new products and coming up with new concepts, all of a sudden there was a big halt to what I needed to do. Also trying to source a lot of the products, those people were closed, they weren't open, or it was sold out because a lot of people were buying products, especially alcohol.
Okay.
Some of my products require alcohol, like the hand sanitizer that I make requires alcohol. So people are buying alcohol, or it's being sourced out to the hospitals and the essential workers. So a lot of things that I needed, I couldn't get my hands on because of the shortage of supply or the limited to non-essential businesses to be able to source those and get those supplies. So that did affect me.
Okay, so that's the main way it affected you. With the protesting, with the riots, things of that nature that's going on, how has that affected your thought process for your business?
It really didn't affect my thought process in a huge way. It just made me realize how much and how far we haven't come. We keep repeating the same cycle. We keep screaming out the same thing. We keep performing the same habits, which is we're in need, we're in help, we're struggling, and America is not listening. How are we going to get America to listen? We get worried. We start writing black-owned business on our businesses. It's not always the black people that's out there rioting and looting, as we saw.
Right.
So you're advertising you have a black-owned business, and white people are going out there destroying it because they don't want you to get ahead. You're already down. You're already out. You're already hurting. And what we think about as what the riots are happening is that first thing you think of is somebody black destroyed my business. So do I want to stay in a black community with my business? Do I want to now venture out to a white community? So how does that thought process come to you? Because now with the divide of the nation, okay, if I go into a white neighborhood, the white people are not going to patronize me.
They might want to push you out as well.
So now, or they might want to jack the rent up, so I can't have my business there.
Mm-hmm.
But why should I move my business to a white neighborhood that might not patronize me, but I'm in a black neighborhood that's going to vandalize me?
Right. Okay.
So that's the dilemma of actually, for me, starting a brick and mortar.
Okay.
What do I do? I can go online, but now I have to remarket myself because I can't do fairs and shows and craft shows because they're closed down. And then I have to think about what do I do if anything of this nature happens again.
Okay.
Good point.
So in your case, as far as ministries and things of that nature, how has this whole thing affected your situation?
Honestly speaking, the only impact that the pandemic has caused, with our church, we do outreach every single Saturday. So versus doing outreach every single Saturday because of the pandemic, it forced us to do it once a month. And in doing it once a month, it's like, okay, what about those other 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
How are the people that actually look forward to this, that benefit from the fresh produce, that benefits from the clothes that we give away, shoes and things? And so how is it that they're going to be impacted in between time? As it pertains to the church itself, actually, it really helped us a lot.
Okay.
Because what ended up happening was it forced us to already utilize the techniques and the way that we already run ministry. It forced us to utilize them a whole lot more as it pertains to social media, as it pertains to I'm going live, as it pertains to just our presence as normal. Mm-hmm. But it caused us to be more creative in doing it than what we've ever done before.
Okay.
Which in turn has caused people to see us a whole lot more than what they used to,
as well as see you differently.
Right. And so they see that that we are that relatable church, that we are that relatable ministry. And so now, because of it, folk are more aware of us. Not only folk are more aware of us, but it has developed and created this thing to where people that see what we're doing, they have now stepped up and start supporting us a whole lot more in our efforts. So where it would be a thing to where when we first started doing outreach once a month, it would be a thing to where we would have a whole bunch of stuff left over. Now we're down to little to nothing, or whatever we do have left over, we're able to go give it to the senior citizen home around the corner.
Okay.
So yeah, it's actually have been a. I'm one that believes that as a visionary, it got your creative juices moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dane?
So, if you're asking, has it affected the pandemic and whatnot? So, kind of like in two different ways. On one way, I mean, I can't go out and do, let's say, like, me and V did a couple events, vendor and stuff like that. Okay, you can't do that stuff with all this stuff going on. But what it has done is helped online sales a little bit. People are more like, I guess, at home shopping more.
It forced people to use another
right.
route, another path.
Right. And, T-shirts, it's not a necessity. And especially this being a cigar T-shirt, it's more of a niche than a necessity. So it's not. But it gives you time to think. If you were thinking about buying a Puffin, shirt,
right.
Oh, I didn't buy one. Now I'm at home. I'm buying one. But it also, I'm hoping to get out the whole deal. It changes our consciousness, right? For even myself, I'm always, repping my brand and all that stuff. But it also, I'm also buying other people's, because now you're saying, not only do I want to wear my stuff, I want to wear another black owner's
right.
stuff also. So there's enough people out here who are doing the thing. There's no, I don't try to compete with anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to see everybody win. You got to finish talking about my man right here earlier. I mean, he's been a big part of helping me win in a lot of ways with this brand. So I'm hoping that the consciousness change where we all are looking like, look, if I'm not wearing Puffin, I'm wearing, the next person's brand or whatever. We don't have to go outside of us.
Well, that concept would become part of our new norm if each one reach one just to teach one.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
The educational thing has to be.
If we do that and we do it on a level where it's acceptable for us to feel comfortable doing it,
right,
and it's acceptable for the person who we doing it with to take it and accept it, we win.
No doubt.
We win. It don't matter what the business is. It don't matter what the organization or the fellowship is. It don't matter what you're selling. It don't matter what you have.
Yeah.
When you reach one just to teach one, we done won.
The thing that also I see with this thing is, as far as how we spend our money. Now, we'll try to spend it with each other. We'll give each other a shot. The minute we see something we don't like, we ready to cancel that person out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, like if it's me, hey Dane, look, your shipping was too much, or it wasn't timely fashion. Let me know what I need to do to get better, so you can keep supporting me.
Right.
Because we keep spending our money with other people who disrespect us over and over again. You give Walmart, all these big brands, you give them a shot, no matter how much they disrespect you, how much they don't add to your community. All of us are trying to do something for the whole community.
Right.
So
Right.
why not spend our dollars where it counts, where it's going to help? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So V, tell me about you. I know we discussed this already. But I'm quite sure today this is a live panel. It is being recorded. We are here again at your shop, right? And it is some people that's probably going to be watching who never knew anything about you and your shop, right? Or how it may affect you, even though you told that story before. Get it to them again for me.
Well, basically, as far as it affected me, yeah, we was closed for a couple of months. But basically, the social distancing piece is the biggest thing that I had a problem with. As far as, we couldn't allow people to come in and sit in the lounge and smoke. Now we in phase 2. We pretty much can have 50% capacity. So that's working. Other than that, my biggest concern is us supporting one another. That's why I asked you to come here today and do this pod, is because we need to start helping one another.
Understood.
We need to stop hating on each other. We need to stop disrespecting one another. We need to start buying black. Now, I'm not saying that to be negative to anybody else, any other race, or anything of that nature. But in order for us to come up and to continue to be successful, we need to come together as black people.
True.
Period.
True. I think our success, man, is going to be greater than us just buying black, right? I think our success going to come from us not only buying black, right, but being able to recirculate that dollar longer within the black community.
Yes.
I can't expect you to win with anything that you have if I buy what you want just to say, oh, I supported you.
Right.
I gotta continue that. You have deodorants, you have laundry detergent, you have things of that nature. And me being a person who wants to buy black, I need to buy competitively black. I don't want to just buy black because it's black and it's not competitive, right? I want laundry detergent that can clean my clothes. I want my whites to look white. I want my colors and my brights to look bright. You know what I'm saying? I want my darks to not fade, things of that nature. So if I'm going to be buying from you, those would be the things that I would be looking for, right? And I know that you a tired man, and you a game lady, you know what I'm saying, or that such, and then you make and create that product. If you know they selling within your hood and they taking all your hood money, compete with them. I would say compete with them. Compete with them on the level that they doing it on, so you can just push them right out the way and get your niche. Now, us doing that and recirculating those dollars, because you know that it's people that's going to always want to wash their clothes. You know what I'm saying? So Dane might come here and drop off a couple shirts. You know what I mean? Like, boy, look, washing machine broke. You know what I mean? I got to get some laundry detergent to go to the laundromat. You know what? I ain't going to Walmart and get it. I'm going to get it from right here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got something clean I can wear up in the shop. Wear my cigar gear. You know, I'm puffing Nike right now. You know what I mean? But I'm wearing my cigar gear. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man. And that's what we have to keep doing. Keep the dollar circulating in between us. We can do more. And again, it takes each one to reach one just to teach one. And that's just one note. That's one note that we dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many other things that come into play with this. And we have to figure out where to get in, where we fit in. That's another thing, because everybody's not that leader that can speak and make a point with what they're speaking about, right? So we got to get the right people in the right places to do the right things, to make the right statements. Now, once those statements are made, it's up to us as an individual to uphold them. It's your duty as a business owner. It's your duty, my duty as business owners and business people in the effect that we are to do that. It's up to us. It's up to us. If I feel like I need to worship, you understand what I'm saying? That's where I'm going. If it's within my means, that's where I'm going. Man, I'm going out, cook out today, or boy, we doing this and that the third today, cigar atmosphere. Holla at Dane, I need a fresh shirt. You know what I mean? I want to put something together. I want something on an intimate setting, but I want to put it in the shop. My man got a shop. Let him get that money. You know what I mean? He feel like he want to do the show. What do? He pick up the phone and he call me. Let's keep it going. This is what we got to do. We can't depend on nobody else to take us out of that mode. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right, yeah.
So it's going to have to start with us. Now, that's the first thing. And I see you coming with it. That's the first thing. Now, with it starting with us. With it starting with us. This is the biggest thing right here. Where do we start at? See, we all know it has to start. We all know that something has to come out of this. Where do we start at? Because don't forget, it's not just us that's being affected by this change. So where do we start? How do we start? You know what I mean? That's the biggest question that we need to ask ourselves, because all of us can't perform all the tasks. I got a platform. I can put some things out. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have a platform. You have a platform. You have a platform. But everybody can't fit everybody's platform to put their things out. This is a platform that you all can give your opinions on. You all can give your views on. You understand what I'm saying? So, therefore, that's what we're here to do today. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do it on the full level. We're going to keep smoking this part against 1845 Epicure. You dig? So, Vinny, I know that we talked about this, you know, with the whole thing of the protesting and the riots going on. Where do you see yourself fitting in, you know, with the whole thing of the level of riot that's going on and things of that nature? Like, where do you fit in as far as, do you want to march? Do you want to protest? Do you want to go burn some businesses down? Do you want to help protect some businesses? Do you want to put things in order, or try to put things in order? Get with people to put things in order that can get the things better within the communities, so that we don't burn down the communities. Help put together some community activists to keep protecting these community businesses. Like, where do you stand with that?
Well, basically, I feel like as a people, we all should, yes, we should protest, but we should protest peacefully. We shouldn't be doing no rioting, we shouldn't be doing no arguing, no fighting, no bickering. Just standard protesting. We also should participate. I mean, if you got to shut down the business for a day to go march just to get your word, we should do that. Second thing, we need to come back into the communities and start talking to these young folks. Start talking to our kids, even the adults. Mm-hmm. You got to start talking to some of these adults so they can start teaching their kids how to be respectful, not to sell drugs, not to be on the corners, stay in school, find a job, you know, all those type of things. I mean, all that's important.
Right.
Very important.
Right.
But at the same time, we need to show people how to become successful business people.
So with the riots and things that's going on with the black businesses that has been destroyed or that's being destroyed on any level at some point, how do you think we should possibly come together to help protect them, to help, you know, because some people are with the protest, some people not with none of it at all, V.
True.
Some people not with none of it at all, which is, I think for me, was kind of shocking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at it like, I think that everybody will be with this movement who has some sense of self. Just some sense of self, you will be with this movement. Now, which part of the movement you get in on, it's up to you. My daughter, I said this on the last show, my daughter pulled my coat to something that I really didn't even recognize or even think about when it came to us in our generation, you know, is like the torch being passed from generation to generation. Our parents to us, from us to our kids, so forth and so on. And talking to some of the millennials, man, they are charged up.
No doubt.
They are charged up, and they have a point. They have not a point, they have points. They have points to make that are very valid to our everyday living, right? Our future, and the benefits of our future. Now that's important. The benefits of your future had to be, the benefits of your future had to be sustainable for your kids, your grandkids, so forth and so on, because, you know, if they not eating, or if they have to come up and go through what we seen our parents, or some of the things that we had to go through, that's not fair for them. We didn't do our job right. And my daughter had to put me on the point of, Dad, you know, y'all got the torch passed to y'all, but y'all torch was entertainment. And it was. It was. It was the whole hip-hop era. It was, you know, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm a hip-hop fan. I spoke about this already. I'm a hip-hop fan. I love my hip-hop, and you know this. But we know that down the line, hip-hop has been infiltrated. But that was our torch, because we had everybody singing Fight the Power. You know what I mean? We had the whole country running around, doing things that was like wearing the necklaces that was red, black, and green. You know what I mean? The things of that nature. And we were supporting our own, the black colleges that had all the hoodies and the hats back in the days. You know what I mean? Things that it was happening. And it can happen again. It can happen again. Again, it has to start with us. We dropped the ball. We only dropped the ball because we didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I agree.
We didn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? So with those things being in that sense, I get it how they look at it differently, and they got a reason to be mad at us.
Well, just to piggyback on that a little bit, if you're talking about the millennials or the younger generation period, I mean, if you look at most protests and all the things throughout history, they always have been the engine of movements. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it right now, like, they have the energy for that. They're going to go hard. You said they charge up. They're going to go hard. And they not dumb. They smart. They got a lot of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, like a lot of us, at our age, our positions, you know what I mean, we're not probably going to take all the stances they're going to take. So we need them to be charged up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of us got mortgages, got this. You be like, but I don't know. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
too much to risk.
Right.
You got a reason to second guess things. Right.
So where they right now don't have that, they can be charged up. We just got to, it has to be like this, old and new thing. You can't say only the new thing's going to work, only the old thing's going to work. We got to come together. We got to make it work. We got to give them the wisdom that we know from past experiences, and feed off their energy and their new thoughts and ideals and support them, because they the energy, they the engine that's running this thing right now.
Right.
And I think, it's like, even when I was like 19 and stuff, like, you have that way that you want to change the world today. We can sit back, we kind of jaded sometimes. We like, man, that ain't gonna work out. We already seen the story. We know how it's gonna end. They haven't seen the story. They don't know. Right. So they like, yo, I want the world to change today, tomorrow. They got that.
And
so they got to keep.
Not to cut you off, but some of the things that they do know, because they get to watch some of it. They do get to watch some of it. Right. They don't know it firsthand from experience, but they get to watch some of it. And the way things are portrayed is the biggest thing. Listen, perception for an individual is always personal, right? So you got a TV show. All 5 of us right here can sit here and watch that TV show and get 5 different perceptions out of the TV show's point. Right? But they also make a good point that it's a right or it's a wrong. You know what I mean? And they know this. And their ideals are listen, let them do what they're going to do or try to do with us, because we ready. See, they ready, and they are the charging force, but they got points now. They know what they want, and they feel like they're ready to step in the front, not just be that engine. This is what I'm saying. They feel that they are ready to step in the front. Now, my only thing would be, don't do what we did. See, we took the torch straight from our parents, man, and ain't asked no questions. We just ran with it. And we ran into the same brick wall. Same one. We ran into the same brick wall.
So this is my question. Was it that we took the torch and asked no questions, or was the torch given to us and no information was given?
Well,
I'm being honest.
Yeah,
and the reason why I say that is because, think about it. When you go to a car dealership and you pick a car, the first thing the dealer is going to tell you is what's in this car, what this car can do, how fast the car can go, how much gas you can get per mile. You get instructions with everything that you receive. I'm one that believes that the generation prior, they gave us the torch, and then in them giving us the torch, it was more so, hey, I had to figure it out. You figure it out. I'm one that believes, on a shadow of a doubt, that one of the things that crippled us as a people was desegregation. And the reason is because if you look at life for the black community prior to desegregation, what we're talking about today, we had our own businesses.
Yeah.
The money circulated within our community before it ever left out of the community. And in most cases, it didn't leave from out the community. It was right there. What desegregation did was it opened up the door of opportunities for us. But in it opened up the door of opportunity for us, it destroyed the community. Okay. Why? Because you worked at Bethlehem Steel for all them years. Now they made you a supervisor. But even though they made you a supervisor, you didn't make as much money as the other white supervisor. Here it is, you've been a nurse all your life. Finally, they allowed you to work at University of Maryland. So you've been living down on Vine Street all these years. Now you can afford a house above North Avenue. When you move up above North Avenue, who are your neighbors? So now all of that has been ruined. So now what has happened is you didn't open up this door for us. Now where we never competed with one another, now we're forced to compete. Why? Because we got to stay ahead of the game, because it's not just you I got to compete with. It's the white person I got to compete with as well. So now it developed this keeping up with the Joneses mentality versus being the Joneses. Think about that.
Good point.
Very good point. Very good point. Very good
Very
point.
good point.
Listen, man, we had these things, man, that go on a regular basis, and I found out that we talk a lot about the way things could be because of how they used to be. You know what I mean? All of us think of Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. The Black Wall Street situation, man. And they was like, oh man, it was so popping then for that one community, in the United States at that time, so forth and so on. Well, there was other black communities that was just as prosperous.
Yep.
That was just as fluent.
Rosewood.
I mean, they had Rosewood ain't the only one. Check this out. We got two in Maryland, bro. You know what I mean? You had what it was called Brentwood, Maryland.
Yep.
You know what Brentwood, Maryland is? PG County.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In the 1940s and before that, they had their own police station,
Yep.
own banks, own hospitals. You know what I'm saying? They had things that they had shoe stores. They had a whole community that could service the whole community. Right? You had Glenarden, which is still Glenarden. It was only called the town of Glenarden then. Now it's called the city of Glenarden, which is here in Maryland.
Yeah.
Again, one of the richest communities in the United States during that time. Now, they didn't get destroyed the way Tulsa got destroyed, right? But they had their fair share of their ups and downs. And they went through it to the point that all of those areas are highly white populated now. Now, you go to Glenarden, you find a lot of blacks there. But it's a lot of, highly white populated areas, right? And those areas has a lot to offer us, man, that we never go find out about. It's little museums, it's little monuments, it's little things that's surrounding all these areas that give us so much on our history. You took us to a spot out in Havity Grace, right? I never knew they had an all-war memorial. I was crying about this, bro, because I'm a veteran of Desert Storm. You know what I mean? I was hurt that after 20 years we didn't have a memorial. After 20 years, I don't care how severe the conflict was. It was a conflict, bro. And lives was lost and lives was put on the line.
Sure.
V took us to a spot just to have a good time. It's an all-war memorial. An all-war memorial. It's touching to me, man. That's touching to me because it's a piece of education that's lying out there in Havity Grace. Harvey Grace for y'all who spell it different. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it's history out there that a lot of people don't know about. You know what I mean? So, it's places around the country, man. You said Rosewood, man. Rosewood was another one, man. People like, I thought Rosewood was just a movie. No, not just a movie. It's a real place in Florida. You know what I mean? And it was one of the richest towns in the United States at one point. The concept of being together and taking care of each other was instilled in those, because a lot of those people that were moved into different towns, even in Texas, there's parts of Texas that was the same way. You had I can't remember the part of Texas, I'll find out and I'll probably drop it on a later note, but it's a part of Texas, man, that had one of the biggest oil fields that was owned by blacks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, we all know about the bone structure and the skin tone of people, and they always say, man, we came from Africa. We had blacks here before Columbus.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
Long before Amerigo Vespucci.
Before the Mayflower.
You know what I mean? Way before the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Way before the Mayflower. Way before the Mayflower, we even started getting chopped to be from the trees got chopped to be the wood to be the boat that was the boat. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was here then.
Right.
They was here then. You know what I mean? They was migrating, they was planting, they was building, they was living. You know what I'm saying? And they was in tune with those who were already here, which was the natives, right? And you had people in Alabama that got moved from Alabama from the Creek Wars. Look it up. The Creek Wars, they got moved into Texas. You know why? Because Mexico say, listen, you come down here, I give you this land. Just help us keep them motherfuckers from taking this shit over. So you had like 300 blacks that held it down. Do the research.
Yeah.
So that's a question I want to piggyback off of that. I'm from North New Jersey. You're from Philly. Y'all from Baltimore. We've all had riots where we are.
Definitely.
And why is it that after the riots, black affluent areas, black affluent stores, white people didn't even want to come into that area? Why now are they buying and taking over, moving, living, and proud to be a Newarker, a Baltimore, a Philly, in some of the craziest areas that we used to own and we used to take over? Now we've lost it. Did we lose it or did we give it away? What happened to those areas? What happened to the blacks? What happened to our community? Why did we not get ourselves back together to reclaim what we had?
It's a mentality. It's a mentality that was instilled in us a long time ago. It didn't just get instilled and was supposed to click then. It was supposed to go through a set of generations, because if you take one out of every 10, when you get to the 10th one, you got another whole generation that think that way. So if I take 10, give me one. Take 10, give me one. Take 10, give me one. I do that 10 times. And I got all those ones of those 10s that I took. I got 10 that I can manipulate. Now, who they gonna manipulate? You only give what you know to somebody you're trying to give it to, right? If I said this is the color brown, and let's just say this brown was really a blue, but you never knew no better, and I told you that, and here come Dane, and you tell him, hey, this is brown. He didn't told him it was blue. Who you to believe? You only told him what you knew. That was instilled in you. So it was instilled in us to be this way. When you hear the story of Willie Lynch, you ever heard?
You never read it?
Okay, I'm not gonna go into it, right? Because it's a.
No, I'll go one better.
Okay, go ahead.
Show you how real the story of Willie Lynch is, just to give you an example of what it's like. When I was about 10, 11 years old, I was sitting talking to my father. My father said to me, he says, son, one of the things that was instilled in our family, and it just seems to repeat itself, is that my great-grandfather told all of his children that if you are to marry someone of a lighter complexion. The lighter they are, the better. Why? Because no matter how dark you are, that child's going to come out light. And when that child comes out light, they'll have a better opportunity to succeed in the world than what you did.
The mentality.
It's seriously, and this taps into generational curses.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that are established and that are ingrained in us. You know, from stuff that transpired, stuff that came out or was done generations before we were even thought of, that we still have embedded in us. Like you said, the mentality.
So I had that conversation a lot. These things have been, like you say, generational. And you asked earlier, where do we start?
Right.
So when you have that to go against, generations of ingrained bad thoughts and crazy ideals, where do you start? See what I'm saying? So it's like that is always the question. I mean, you got the young generation. You had these people talk about education, but you contending with this generation stuff. I mean, it's you don't have to go far to talk to somebody. When we talk about black businesses, oh, I ain't going over there because they ain't gonna have this. You know, it's not even been there, but there's that thought already. You know, you can't trust me. Or black people don't read. I'm like, where you get that from? Like, I read all the time. Like, I don't subscribe to that. So it's like you got to train yourself to break out of that stuff, and you got to, like, if you say where it starts, I mean, on the ground level, you got to start with your family, right? You got to start with yourself. You got to start with your family, because you got to break that. Like you know, the business I work in. I mean, I got cats constantly. They just got these crazy ideas. Man, we don't read this and that. You know, how do you fight that constantly? It gets exhausting.
You know, the best. We discussed this before as well, and I always say that the best example you can give is the one that you lead by.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's no better example you can give is the one that you lead by, especially when you have someone. And we always have people that's watching us, that's looking up to us, or that's looking at us from afar. You know what I mean? The minute you decided to say, I want to start my own natural skin whatever, so forth and so on. I want to have these things that are natural, so forth and so on, or whatever. The minute you started that, you had somebody over there doing like this. She ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
It's a trained mentality.
Yeah, it's a trained mentality.
It's a trained mentality. You know what I
I
mean?
get it all the time.
And it happens.
Every
It happens.
day.
And true enough, like you said, we have to, that cycle has to be broken along with a bunch of other cycles. You know what I mean? It goes even down to talking about the whole police brutality thing and things of that nature, where that cycle has to be broken too, because the system that they're working under has trained them and given them the ideals that they can treat people of color the way that they do it. You see what I'm saying? And it's a mentality. It's instilled. You've been trained. The cycle has been instilled. And the thing is, like you say, where does it start? And I asked the question, but we have to break cycles. It's not just one cycle we have to break. Because once you break one cycle, you want it to be able to trickle down to breaking all the other ones that stands against us, like self-hate. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say self-hate, I don't mean you hating on what you are, right? I mean you of your kind hating on your own kind. That's self-hate.
Yes.
I got it.
That's self-hate.
Yeah, I got
We got to
it.
understand that when we talk and when we say things, man, we got to be clear about the terms that we use. And I done said this in a couple shows. I know y'all hear it, and I'm going to keep repeating because it's a different ideal when you use it in the right term. So, you know, self-hate doesn't just mean you hating on you. It's hating on your kind, because part of yours is you.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see, that's what's killing us.
Part of yours is you.
And that's the part that's
You know?
holding us back.
Exactly.
Because
You know?
of the self-hate. If we can get rid of the self-hate and start loving on each other, start coming together, start putting ideas together, start working together, start building together.
So let's do this. Let's put this idea, right? And we're gonna start with us 5 right here. And after the show is over with, we'll sit a few more minutes and we'll discuss what it is that us 5, can do to try to start something to initiate a term that we can all spread out, right? It'll start with us 5. It'll start with us 5, whatever that is. I don't care if it's every day. You know what? I see a brother of mine, a sister of mine, or somebody. I'm gonna do good gestures and offer a handshake. I'm not the type to speak to everybody all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that type. You know, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna give you a nice friendly hug. You know, let you know to look. Hey, you my sister. You my brother. I got my eye on you. You know what I mean? In a good way. You know what I mean? We can, whatever it is. I'm just making that up. That's an example. But us 5 right here, before we get out of here today, after we finish recording, we'll put something in the air between us that we can start to work on to make us better. That'll trickle down to make everybody else better, in some kind of way. So that's a promise y'all got from all of us sitting right here. You promise?
I promise.
You promise?
No doubt.
You promise?
I already got the idea.
You promise?
Yeah.
We rolling, we moving, baby. So look, let me tell y'all this, right? This part of this right here, this 1845, this little joint is really doing something. I mean, it's doing something in a way that my phone's going off. I'm sorry. they doing something in a way to me, man. What I'm really liking this little joint. It's a natural. And V told me a couple weeks ago, said, man, listen, you gotta start opening your palate up to smaller cigars. You know what I mean? You're gonna find that smaller cigars that give you something. You know, I'm a Toro type of guy. I'm a Robusto type of guy. That's my size right
That's my
there.
thing.
You know what I mean? I fit in that size. I don't like the whole big gauge. I'll take a big gauge if it's something new and it's something supposed to give me something. If V or Dane told the boy, well, I got a 60 gauge right here. Check that out. It's gonna rock your world. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ride with it.
Right.
I'm gonna ride with its reliable sources. You know what I mean? But if you ask me what my preferable type, give me a Toro Robusto size, man, cigar, man, and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? But right now, we're gonna get the ratings in on these. I see all of us are down almost to the 3rd. all of us down. All of us
Right.
getting down. All of us getting down to the 3rd. You know, to the third of our sticks or whatever, man. And you know, like I said, we do our ratings, man, and our ratings are based on burn, construction, taste, and your draw. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start with ladies first. You know what I mean? And we're gonna move on around the board.
Your lucky day.
I know. My lucky
Exactly.
So it's a smooth draw, very easy. It's tasty on the palate. It has nice oak flavors to it. It burns really nice if you light it right. You got to do a nice little, you got to torch it a little bit and get it nice and toasted, and then get your nice pull, and it burns really well. It's good.
Okay, so we do a 4-point rating. 4 stars, 3
what's the
stars,
highest?
4.
I give it a 4.
Wow, 4 stars. Let's go.
All
It's
right.
on you.
It sucked. I'm just
Listen, hey, boy, listen, I would prefer you be honest, man, because listen, I got people out there that's watching us right now, man, you know what I mean? Like my guy, Ron Real, salute to you, man, caught you, Ron Real, and you got Lee Mac 912, man, and these guys, Bob the Cigar Guy, and Martin Amaya, these guys is the guys that I follow on cigar reviews, man, and I get a lot of information from them about, you know, moving my palate around a little bit, and man, listen, one thing you'll get from all of those guys, they'll tell you quick, be honest about this, man.
Right.
Be honest. If you don't like it, your palate don't have to fit mine. But if it was that to you,
oh, no,
I would definitely want you to be. I get it,
yeah.
but I would definitely want you to be honest about it because we got a lot of viewers, man. I wouldn't want to steer nobody wrong.
But no, it's you know, as she says, it's a nice draw. It's flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little spice to it, and that I like. This is something that I would enjoy as a quick smoke on my lunch break, or if not even on my lunch break, something that I would smoke on the ride home, or you know, if I just want to get away. This is a really, really nice smoke. Like it's decent. It's real decent.
Okay, so on a 4-star rating, 4 being the highest rating, you give it for the draw, for the burn, for the taste, and for the construction, you give it
A 4.
4 stars. Twice on the 4 stars. Let's go, Dane. Let's give them to him, baby.
Wow, pressure's on.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real. I definitely want to say first, it burns good. Nice even burn. I'm okay with that.
Good construction.
The construction, got a little problem with that.
Ah.
At the top, it's starting to fall apart a little bit. I don't know if it was just me, but you know, mine is starting to do a little unraveling.
Okay.
So, but you know, it's not a real big deal because it's at the 3rd, so we good. I don't have probably the educated palate as my man or so much, but you know, the taste is good. I like that. It's a good taste. But if I had to go overall, because of the construction thing right now, because I'm really big on that, especially when it gets towards, you know, I'm spitting out,
Right.
you know,
right.
I'm gonna give it a 3-star right now.
3 stars. Still a good rate.
Yeah,
It's a worthy stick right now. V, how you give it?
I'm gonna say it's spicy. As you can see, I'm almost done mine. Excellent draw. It burns pretty even. I think I lit it kind of on a bad angle, but I'm still burning pretty even. Construction wise, I didn't do a V cut, so I just did a regular cut. So pretty much kept it together. I'm gonna give it a 4.
4 stars. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a
So on my rating, I mean, listen, the burn is pretty even the whole time I've been burning this thing, man. My construction has been pretty good. I haven't had anything wrong with the construction of it. I mean, I thought it felt a little like light on the wrapper side of it. I mean, like it was kind of like loose in a sense, I thought. But once I felt deeper into the packing of it, I could see that the packing was consistent. You know what I mean? You know, my drawers, good drawer. The taste, I'm getting earthy, much earthy, lighter wood, not too much on a nutty flavor, like a walnutty type, you know, that smoothness, that taste you get after that walnut eating, like, is that right there. Is that right there. And the spice is not too peppery for me, because that's my thing. But I'm enjoying what I'm starting to get because the kick is picking up.
Right.
So right now, I get us a 4-star rating on the smoke right now. Vinny, you turn me on to another good stick. You know what I mean? So out of what we have right now, overall rating, that would be a 3.5. 3.5 out of 4. So Party is 1845. You know what I mean? Epicure, hey, listen, you doing your thing, man. We appreciating you on this. So shout out to Party on this one, y'all. And look, we're going to keep on smoking. We're going to keep on talking. And y'all don't forget, I need y'all to really jump down at the bottom, man, and give us the comments, man. Because, listen, if it's anything that you know that we should be trying to do, or you think that we should be trying to do, put it in the comments so we can add it to our own comments. You know what I mean? And we can push forward on that, because all of us have pages that we are on, or we belong to, or other groups and clubs that we're on, man. And these things can get discussed and carried on further. You know what I mean? So, beyond that, I said we're gonna all get... After this, we're going to all put together something. I got something in my mind already. V said he got something. I hope y'all coming up with something.
I got something as well.
Okay, so we working. So, I tell you what. We're going to make that another show. Right? Everybody good with that?
Yep.
So we're gonna figure it out after this. We're going to come up with something. We'll come up with another show. Pep, you good with that?
I'm good with it.
Cool. We're going to come up with another show, and we'll put it together with what we can offer to the world to try as well as what we're going to try. You know what I mean? Hopefully that'll be one of those each one that reach one that teach one those things. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. You know what I mean? If it's the beginning of trying to have a good heart, man, just a smile. You know what I mean? Knowing the difference of what a smile and a frown could do, because it take more muscles to use in your face to frown than it do for you to smile.
Yeah, definitely.
Good energy, bad energy. Know how to wear them out. You know what I mean? Tell my man all the time, I read more than words, sentences, and paragraphs, Jack.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's what I look for. You know what I mean? Right now, what I get out of each and every one of you sitting on this panel today, and again, I thank and I salute each and every one of y'all, I get a vibe of good energy, man, that I want to take out of here with me, man. I want to take a piece of what each one of y'all got with me to leave here today. If it can make me a better man, that's what I want to do. If whatever I got that can make y'all a better person in your own right, that's what I want y'all to do. You know what I mean? Is there anything you want to get to the people, V?
Yes, I want to say, I want to thank everybody for being here today. I love all of them. Everybody that's in here today. I want to thank my man Cayman. Just off the break. I mean, we go way back.
Yes, you do.
And this brother is a very intelligent man.
Thank you.
And I got to give him that. I mean, he gets that. I got to thank my man Pate. Also, brother, we went to school together. My man does his thing with the filming, the editing. He's just the best. I got to give him that. And I thank him as well. And I want to thank all my friends that's here. I brought these people on this panel for a reason. Is because all of them are great folks. I love them. We look out for one another. We do a Bible study every Monday.
Every Monday, y'all.
Every
I forgot
Monday.
to mention that.
Cigar.
I forgot that. Every Monday Bible
That's
study
the
right
start.
here.
That's the start of one of the things that we're moving on. We do a Bible study. We're not trying to push God on anybody, but we all just come together and we discuss other things. And it ain't just always church. We talk about things. We talk about things that go on in our lives. We talk about what's going on in the world. We talk about our kids. We talk about a lot of things. So if you got some time, stop in 6 p.m. until. We don't have no set time of when it ends. It ends when we finish talking. We finish having a good time. We do that every Monday. Every Monday at 6 o'clock. And I just want to say I enjoy what we do. Smoke cigars. We drink a little bourbon here and there. And like I said, my place is really not a turn-up spot. We're a traditional cigar lounge. And we like to just come together and have great conversations. Anybody can come here. I don't care who you are. You can come here. But we just need to start showing each other a little bit more love in the world. And just enjoy ourselves. I mean, we only got one life to live on Earth. So let's make this thing happen. Let's stick together. Let's start buying black. Let's build our communities back up. Let's help other people become entrepreneurs just like we are.
Understood.
No doubt.
Have you got anything?
I'd like to invite you all to come and worship with us on Sundays at the Emmanuel United Baptist Church, located 2300 Ricestown Road, right there in the heart of the Greater Mondawmin community. Also, on Saturdays, between the hours of 1 and 4 o'clock, we give away fresh produce that's provided to us by Trader Joe's in Towson. Also, just as what we're talking about as it pertains to supporting black businesses, we have ALS car detailing company that actually utilizes our parking lot every Saturday, and my good friend, my brother beloved, Tony Lynch, he's the owner, and he's there every single Saturday, and we're working on the piece to try to actually train the squeegee boys on how to detail cars. And so we'll be starting that later part of this summer, so that way they could learn the side of business of what they're doing to kind of expand and grow what they're trying to do.
Okay. Dane?
First of all, I just want to say, I'm just honored to be here today.
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, this is great.
Well,
this is
thank you.
Thank y'all for inviting me. This is great. I mean, I love this what we're putting out, the conversation. It's not often we get to have this in this type of setting, type of platform. So, number one, I'm just glad to be here. I appreciate last one of y'all. Hope we continue this. Man, you've been doing a lot of good stuff. I've been watching.
Thank you.
I've definitely been watching.
Thank you.
I'm just appreciative of that. And to everybody else, if you smoke cigars, if you know somebody, if you like a cigar T-shirt or apparel, see me at PuffinCigarTees.com. I got IG page, same name. I got a group page, Sticks and Shields. Just check me out. All right. But other than that, thank y'all for inviting me today.
Thank you for being here, Jay.
Again, Benny, Kay, thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Appreciate being here. Look for Au Naturel in Target. I have reached out to Target. Target is one of the companies that they do give new business owners and black business owners. They are helping and reaching out to those who want their product to go nationwide. I've been reaching out, trying to resource a lot of my goods and services from different black companies, like my sister-in-law who's an herbalist. I'm getting a lot of ideas and things from her, and what I get from her will help her promote her business. So look for us nationally, not just on aunatural.com, which is where you can find us.
Okay. Again, man, you know, Dane, you said it, but I'd like to thank all of y'all again for allowing me to have y'all on this platform, man, to give y'all point of views, to give y'all insight, to give y'all knowledge, you know, to the people and to the viewers, man. And we thank y'all viewers for watching and tuning in with us, man, on this. Like I say, please drop down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment if you need to. You can also find us on Cigar Toes on Facebook, on all our social media platforms. You know, hit us up. We also have T-shirts. We also have hats and different paraphernalia. Go to Facebook, man. Join the Cigar Toes page, man. You smoking? Jump on there. If it ain't got nothing to do with cigars, please, I say please, I say please, I say please, do not put it on the page. Cigar Toes.
No, you
say
say please,
please.
say please, say please.
Yeah. I just wanted to emphasize the please part, man, real heavily, because I want everybody to know that it's important and it's imperative to us as Cigar Toes that we see cigar information before on that page. If it's something you smoke in, if it's something a spot you know about, if it's something you know to go good with cigars, if it's information on cigars, put it on the page. We appreciate that. But if it doesn't have anything to do with cigars, please do not put it on the page. Again, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy Caven from the Cigar Toes with me and my panel right here. Got my man Jay from J Star Productions on the camera. Thank you to my man V and everybody on the panel. And guess what? Cigar Toes, we out.